God doesn't bless who you pretend to be, He blesses who you become. And the truth is, becoming the person God designed you to be is not something that happens overnight. It's not a single moment of triumph or a one-time miracle. It's the product of discipline. Discipline is the quiet, steady, sometimes painful process of choosing to do what you should do, even when you don't feel like it. God is not interested in your potential if it's left untouched. He's interested in your purpose, and your purpose is activated through your habits, your routines, and the daily decisions that may seem insignificant today, but will define the trajectory of your life tomorrow. Too many people pray for blessings while ignoring the work God is calling them to do. They pray for opportunities, they pray for success, they pray for doors to open, but they forget that the door to the future often opens only after consistent, intentional preparation. God does not reward wishful thinking, He rewards faithfulness, He rewards commitment. Every single habit you choose to practice, every act of discipline, every sacrifice, every time you choose integrity over convenience, it's all part of the divine design He has for your life. You may not see it immediately, but God is always at work behind the scenes, aligning your life with the habits you are forming today. The power of discipline is that it turns small, ordinary actions into extraordinary outcomes. Eating right, showing up on time, dedicating yourself to study or work, choosing honesty over shortcuts, practicing gratitude, honoring your commitments. These may seem like minor, everyday choices, but God uses them as the building blocks of your destiny. Every decision is a vote for the future He has promised you. You are either moving toward the person you were created to be or moving away from Him. And the difference is often determined not by talent, not by luck, not by timing, but by the small disciplines you commit to day after day. There will be moments when discipline feels inconvenient, even impossible. There will be mornings when you don't feel like showing up, evenings when you're exhausted, and seasons when it seems like your efforts are producing no visible results. This is exactly where faith must meet action. God does not call you to live in comfort, He calls you to live in alignment with His plan. Comfort is temporary, growth is eternal. When you choose to honor God with your habits even when no one is watching, even when the reward seems distant, you are signaling to heaven that you are serious about your destiny. You are proving that your faith is not just words but action. Discipline is also an act of trust. It says, God, I may not understand everything, I may not see the entire path, but I trust you enough to do what I know I must do today. That is what separates those who achieve their purpose from those who only dream about it. God's blessings are not random. They are not given to those who wish for them. They are given to those who align their lives with His will, who show up consistently, and who are faithful in the small things. The habits you cultivate in your thoughts, in your work, in your relationships reflect the seriousness of your commitment to God's plan for your life. So if you want to live a life that is truly blessed, a life that carries the weight of purpose, start by examining your habits. Are they intentional? Are they leading you closer to the vision God has placed inside of you? Or are they careless, inconsistent, and aligned with distraction? God doesn't require perfection. He requires faithfulness. He requires a willingness to do the work, day in and day out, knowing that the process is shaping you into the person He intended you to be. Your discipline is the language of your destiny. Every small choice, every repeated action, every effort made in obedience, that is the proof that you are serious about the life God has promised. Your habits are not just actions, they are declarations. They declare who you are becoming. They declare your faith. They declare your willingness to follow God's plan, even when the path is difficult, even when no one else believes in you. Discipline is not punishment, it is preparation. It is the refining fire that transforms potential into purpose. God sees the work you put in when no one else is watching, and He is already aligning your future around the habits you are cultivating today. If you want to change your tomorrow, start with your habits today. Choose consistency over comfort. Choose obedience over convenience. Choose to honor God in the little things, and He will honor you with the life He designed you to live. The truth about life is that the future isn't shaped by a single monumental event. It's shaped by the small, often invisible choices you make every day. Every habit you repeat, every routine you commit to, every decision to do what is right instead of what is easy, these are the moments that actually build the life God has designed for you. Small habits may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, their impact compounds. They become the unseen engine driving your destiny. God often works in these quiet, consistent ways, shaping your character, molding your discipline, and preparing your heart for the greatness He has already placed in your hands. Many people look at success and think it's about one great break, one miracle, one stroke of luck. But God's truth is different. The kingdom is built on faithfulness in the small things. Every prayer you speak must be matched with effort. Every word of encouragement you give must be backed by action. Every moment you choose integrity over convenience is a seed planted for your future. These seeds, though small and unseen now, will grow into the mighty trees of influence, opportunity, and legacy. What you do today is not just for the present, it is a vote for the life you will live tomorrow. It is easy to underestimate the power of the ordinary. Waking up early, reading, training, showing respect, being consistent in your work, these are small, everyday choices that don't feel monumental. Yet, these choices are the evidence of a life aligned with purpose. The Bible says that the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, the smallest of all seeds, yet when planted, it grows into a tree where the birds find refuge. Your habits are like mustard seeds. They may seem small, they may seem insignificant, but in God's hands they grow into something extraordinary. Too many people want instant results, instant recognition, instant transformation. But God's work is always deeper than what we can see. The power of small habits is that they cultivate consistency, and consistency cultivates character. Character cultivates trustworthiness, and trustworthiness opens the door to opportunities that talent alone cannot unlock. Every small habit is a step in the right direction, a demonstration of faith, and a declaration that you are willing to show up for the life God has called you to live. These habits, repeated over time, accumulate, and before you know it, they have created momentum that no obstacle, no delay, and no hardship can stop. There will be days when the work feels trivial, when the results seem invisible, when it feels like nothing is changing. This is exactly the moment when your faith is tested and your commitment matters most. It's not in the moments of ease and comfort that greatness is formed. It's in the moments of quiet repetition, in the moments when no one is watching, that your future is being built. God honors the unseen work because He knows that it is the work that produces lasting transformation. What you do today may not make headlines, it may not bring immediate recognition, but it is building your foundation, your character, and your destiny. Every habit you repeat is a statement about who you are becoming. Are you planting seeds of excellence, faith, and purpose? Or are you planting seeds of distraction, neglect, and delay? The future you desire is waiting, but it will not wait forever. God's blessings are already on their way, but they are designed to meet you where you are in your discipline, in your faithfulness, in your commitment to the small things. Don't pray for a better life while neglecting the small habits that lead to it. Every day is an opportunity to cast a vote for the person God created you to be. Your life is the sum of your habits, and your habits are the building blocks of eternity. Small acts of obedience, consistency, kindness, and diligence may feel like drops in the ocean, but God uses them to create waves of change that ripple far beyond what you can imagine. The question is not whether your efforts are enough. The question is whether you are willing to trust the process, honor the small moments, and remain faithful even when the impact is not immediately visible. What you repeat today determines the strength of your tomorrow. What you do consistently, no matter how small, is the proof of your faith and the roadmap to your destiny. Start paying attention to your habits. Guard them, cultivate them, make them intentional. Every choice you make matters. Every action, no matter how minor it seems, contributes to the eternal impact of your life. God is not impressed by grand gestures if they are inconsistent, but He honors small, faithful steps taken with the right heart. Your habits are eternal investments. Plant them wisely, repeat them consistently. Watch how God turns the small into the monumental, the ordinary into extraordinary, and the everyday into a legacy that lasts forever. Life is a battlefield, and the fight is not always against circumstances, people, or luck. The real battle is within you between your flesh and your faith. Every day you wake up, you are faced with choices that test who you are and who you are becoming. The flesh is the part of you that wants comfort, ease, and shortcuts. It whispers excuses, it urges you to take the easy path, and it wants you to settle for less than what God has promised. Faith, on the other hand, calls you to consistency, to discipline, to perseverance, and to trust in God even when the outcome is not visible. The tension between these two forces determines the trajectory of your life. Every habit you form, every action you take, every decision you make is part of this ongoing battle. The devil does not need to create enormous obstacles to defeat you. He only needs to convince you that small compromises, small indulgences, or small acts of neglect are acceptable. When you give in to comfort and convenience, you are casting votes for mediocrity. But when you choose faith, even in the smallest of actions, you are casting votes for the future God has designed for you. The battlefield is real and it is relentless. You will be tempted to quit, to delay, to avoid the hard work that builds character and prepares you for your destiny. But it is in the moments when your flesh says no and your faith says yes that your life begins to change. Habits are the front line of this battle. Each habit is a choice between flesh and faith. The choice to wake up early and pray instead of hitting snooze, the choice to train when you're exhausted instead of giving in to laziness, the choice to speak truth when it is uncomfortable instead of lying for convenience. These are the skirmishes of your life. Each small victory strengthens your faith, and each small compromise strengthens your flesh. Over time, these victories and compromises compound, shaping the person you become and the future you will live. God is not impressed by your intentions alone. He is moved by your obedience in the small moments, by the faith you demonstrate when the flesh screams for ease. There will be days when it feels like the battle is too hard, when your flesh feels stronger than your faith, when the enemy of distraction and temptation seems relentless. These are precisely the moments when you must remember that faith is not a feeling. Faith is a choice. Faith is showing up when it's inconvenient, doing what is right even when it's uncomfortable, and trusting God even when the results are invisible. The strongest faith is forged in the fires of resistance, in the struggle between what you want and what you know is right. It is the choice to obey when it is difficult, not when it is easy, that separates those who achieve purpose from those who only dream about it. Every action you take is a declaration of allegiance. Will you follow the flesh, seeking comfort, instant gratification, and temporary relief? Or will you follow faith, pursuing discipline, integrity, and long-term purpose? The battle is not theoretical, it is practical. It is fought in your bedroom when you wake up early instead of sleeping late, at your workplace when you give your best instead of cutting corners, in your relationships when you choose patience instead of anger, and in your mind when you choose hope instead of despair. Each moment you choose faith over flesh is a seed planted for your future. Each time you succumb to the flesh, you are delaying the life God has planned for you. God has designed you for victory, but victory requires a fight. The fight is not against external circumstances alone. It is against the weakness of the flesh that seeks to dominate your choices. The habits you cultivate, the self-discipline you enforce, and the faith you practice are the weapons you carry into this battlefield. The more you choose faith over flesh, the stronger your spirit becomes, the sharper your discernment, and the more aligned your life becomes with the destiny God has for you. You cannot wait for motivation to guide you, because motivation is fleeting. You must rely on faith, on the choice to keep going, even when your body, your mind, and the world scream for surrender. This is the essence of the battle. Victory does not come to those who feel strong. It comes to those who remain steadfast when they feel weak. Every step you take in faith, every act of discipline, and every decision to honor God over comfort is a step toward the life you were created to live. The battle between flesh and faith is real, relentless, and unavoidable. But remember this, faith will always triumph when it is chosen consistently, even in the smallest, most ordinary moments of life. Motivation is a spark, but transformation is the fire. Too many people rely on fleeting feelings to drive their actions, thinking that if they feel inspired, they will automatically take the steps necessary to change their lives. But motivation comes and goes. It is a wave that rises and falls, a fleeting emotion that cannot sustain you through the challenges, struggles, and obstacles that are guaranteed to come. Transformation, on the other hand, is not a feeling, It is a process. It is the result of consistent, intentional, disciplined action over time, guided by faith and grounded in purpose. Transformation is what happens when you choose to do the hard work, even when you don't feel like it, even when the world seems against you, even when everyone else doubts you. God doesn't want temporary inspiration from you. He wants lasting change. He doesn't want you to feel motivated for a moment. He wants you to become different for a lifetime. The life you are called to live cannot be fueled by emotion alone. It requires action, discipline, and faith. Every day, you are presented with choices that either move you closer to transformation or keep you stuck in the cycle of temporary highs and inevitable lows. What you do consistently matters far more than what you feel momentarily. Your habits, your routines, your commitment to obedience, these are the true measures of your progress. Motivation may get you started, but transformation is what carries you across the finish line. The world tells you that change is fast, that success is instant, that achievement is immediate. God's way is different. His way is slow, steady, and intentional. Transformation is a journey, not a sprint. It is forged in the ordinary, in the repetitive acts of faithfulness that no one sees. It is built when you choose integrity over shortcuts, perseverance over quitting, and discipline over indulgence. Every small decision to align your life with God's plan contributes to your transformation. Every act of obedience, even when unnoticed, is a brick laid in the foundation of the life you were created to live. True transformation requires sacrifice. It requires giving up the temporary pleasures, the distractions, and the easy paths that the flesh so often desires. It asks you to take the road less traveled, to push through discomfort, and to endure seasons when results are invisible. Transformation is not easy and it is not convenient. It demands that you do what is necessary, not what is easy. It asks you to follow God even when the world does not understand, even when your peers are moving in the opposite direction, and even when your own body or mind screams for relief. This is where faith meets action and where transformation is born. The beauty of transformation is that it becomes irreversible over time. Once you have committed to the process, once you have formed habits that align with God's purpose, once you have endured seasons of discipline and obedience, your life begins to change at a level beyond temporary motivation. You become the person you were created to be, and your influence extends beyond yourself. Transformation affects your relationships, your work, your community, and your legacy. It is not just about personal growth. It is about becoming a vessel through which God can accomplish His work on earth. Many people fail because they mistake motivation for transformation. They wait to feel inspired, to feel ready, to feel capable, and in the meantime, life passes them by. But God calls you to a higher standard. He calls you to take consistent, disciplined action, even when you don't feel like it. He calls you to trust Him, to honor Him, and to obey Him through your habits and choices. Transformation comes when you refuse to be moved by feelings and instead are anchored in purpose. It comes when you choose to rise, even when you are tired, to give, even when it costs, and to persevere, even when it hurts. Ultimately, transformation is the evidence that God is at work in your life. It is the manifestation of your faith and your commitment to live in alignment with His will. Motivation can ignite a moment, but transformation sustains a lifetime. It is the product of repeated acts of faithfulness, discipline, and obedience. Every time you choose action over inaction, integrity over compromise, and perseverance over quitting, you are transforming your life into something extraordinary. The question is not whether you feel motivated today. The question is whether you are willing to commit to the process of transformation, no matter how long it takes, no matter how difficult it gets, and no matter how invisible the results may seem. The life God has called you to live depends not on motivation, but on transformation. Your future is not something that happens to you. It is something that is watching you right now. Every choice you make, every action you take, every habit you form is a declaration to the world and to God about who you are becoming. The life you live today is building the foundation for the legacy you will leave behind tomorrow. A legacy is not about wealth, fame, or recognition. Legacy is about the consistent impact of your lifestyle, the sum of your habits, and the choices you make when no one is looking. What you do daily matters far more than what you say you want to do. God is not interested in your dreams alone. He is interested in what you are doing to prepare yourself for those dreams. Too often, people pray for a better future, yet live in ways that contradict the prayers they are praying. They speak about greatness but act in mediocrity. They want influence but neglect the habits that create it. Legacy is not born from words, it is forged in actions, choices, and consistency. Every small act of discipline, every sacrifice made in faith, every time you honor your commitments builds a life that can be remembered and revered. The habits you cultivate today, repeated day in and day out, will determine not only the quality of your own life, but the impact you have on everyone around you. Think about the people you admire most. Their greatness was not built overnight. Their legacy was not an accident. It was the result of countless days, countless choices, and countless acts of discipline. They understood that what you do consistently matters more than what you do occasionally. They understood that true influence comes from living a life that is intentional, purpose-driven, and aligned with values that transcend self-interest. Your legacy is shaped by your lifestyle, by the sum of all the habits, decisions, and behaviors you practice consistently. It starts with accountability. You must hold yourself to a higher standard than the world holds you to. The world is full of distractions, shortcuts, and temporary pleasures that can derail your purpose. Legacy requires discipline and intentionality. It requires you to make decisions based on what will benefit the long term, not what will satisfy the moment. Your lifestyle must reflect your commitment to the calling God has placed on your life. Every time you choose obedience over convenience, service over selfishness, or perseverance over quitting, you are strengthening the foundation of your legacy. Legacy is also about influence. The people around you are watching, whether you realize it or not. Your children, your family, your friends, your colleagues, and even strangers are observing how you respond to challenges, how you handle success, and how you live under pressure. Every choice you make sends a message about who you are and what you value. If your lifestyle is inconsistent, careless, or self-serving, your influence diminishes. But when your lifestyle is intentional, disciplined, and aligned with God's principles, you leave a mark that outlasts you. You build a legacy that teaches, inspires, and empowers others to pursue excellence and purpose. Time is the ultimate teacher of legacy. What you do today echoes into tomorrow. Small habits repeated over years create extraordinary impact. The way you live in private, the integrity you maintain when no one is watching, the kindness you show without expectation, these are the bricks of legacy. God can take ordinary acts done faithfully and multiply them into something extraordinary. But it requires consistency, intentionality, and a lifestyle that honors Him. Legacy is not inherited, it is built, and it is built moment by moment, choice by choice, habit by habit. You cannot postpone your legacy. You cannot wait until tomorrow, next week, or next year to start living in a way that aligns with your purpose. The life you want, the impact you desire, and the future you hope to create are all contingent on what you do today. Legacy demands that you live intentionally, consistently, and with discipline. It asks you to prioritize what is eternal over what is temporary, to choose actions that matter over those that are convenient, and to align your life with God's purpose for your destiny. Ultimately, legacy through lifestyle is a reflection of character, faith, and purpose. It is living in such a way that when people see you, they are reminded of integrity, perseverance, and commitment to a higher calling. It is a life that teaches others how to live, inspires others to pursue their purpose, and influences generations beyond your own. God has entrusted you with the power to shape not only your future, but the future of those who come after you. Your habits, your choices, and your lifestyle are the instruments through which that trust is fulfilled. Every day is an opportunity to build, refine, and strengthen your legacy. Live intentionally, live disciplined, live faithfully. The life you build today becomes the legacy you leave tomorrow.